An Asian businessman perished in a fire that started in his apartment in Hopkins Village yesterday morning. 39-year-old Jin Deng Tang had been renting this building, which also hosts his business Rainbow Restaurant, for 7 years. His landlord, Kimani Williams, said he had no issues with Tang, whom he only knew as Tom, and he tried his best to save his tenant's life.
I was just sitting there on the couch and something just told me to get up and go into the bathroom and look over the property. I saw smoke coming out of the back of the building, to which I thought someone lit the garbage bin behind the building because we have a garbage bin behind the building. So I came out and tried to put the fire out, and when I got to the other side of the building, I saw smoke coming out of the second window. And I took a quick 2-second video of the smoke coming out of the window and then came back around, put my hands against the glass, and I felt the heat coming off the glass. It was super hot. It was not right. It did not feel right to me. So I picked up a rock and started banging on the door, shouting for him.
A passing special constable was the one who called police, and they, along with other neighbors, arrived shortly after. Williams broke 2 windows, but the smoke was too thick to see anything. That's when they went for the door.
The guys came over with a sledgehammer, and I took the front gate down. Took down the front door. I think like 20 minutes after I took down the front door, the firefighters came. And from there, they took over. After they got the fire out and controlled, they found his body on the other side of the building, flat on the ground. He was not burnt. Turns out he just suffocated.
And while reports are that it was a cigarette near the bed that caused the fire, the only thing the police confirmed today was that it started in that section of the building.
When the fire was extinguished and they made checks at Mr. Tan's section of the building that he occupied, they found his body motionless. He has since been transported to the Southern Regional Hospital where he was pronounced dead and is now awaiting a postmortem examination. He lived alone in his apartment. I didn't get any update about the rest of the building so far, but we know that indications are that the fire started at his apartment.
And Tang was not known to socialize, keeping only to himself. In his 7 years he lived in that apartment, very little was known about him.
It was cool. Most days he would come out, find us hanging out in the yard, having a drink, and he would just come around and he'd push jokes to us, you know. Like, all you guys do is drink and fish. You guys have nothing else to do today. We're like, dude, please go back to your restaurant, but you can have a drink with us. We always try to make him drink with us, but he never wants to. One thing's for sure, he loves fish. He was an avid fish lover. Every time I go fishing, he's like, dude, I need some fish. From what we get to understand, he has no family in the country, which I think is kind of sad. It's a terrible way to go out.
Courtney Menzies, 7 News.